Pick up another you call in the parking lot Tucson. Are you with me? When I stand with the roof gone, I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Looking if you get a move on, like you haul, and I know we need to go slow, but we could go faster. Maybe the best.
Oh, shoot. Hey. All right, y'all. What's up? Hold on. Let me turn the music. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry. Y'all, I was writing. I had to get me something to eat, honey. Child, I'm so sorry. And I was sitting here trying to keep up. Hey, I was sitting here trying to keep up, y'all. I'm like watching and looking. I'm like watching. Honey, it'd be a lot trying to type this stuff in. It'd be a lot. It be a lot, child. We got to get into it because we got a new couple. Baby, oh, honey. I don't know what crack they don't put up in this new season. But baby, the way they trying to chew Monique up, and we finna get into the Monique tea because Monique is finna go through the same thing she went through with Derek. But it's a little different. I don't know why she keep putting herself through this, right? So we get into, hold on, let me see let me go look at my notes. I'm looking at my notes. I had wrote my notes down in my phone. Y'all gotta go look at this new season. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Wait. It's a lot. Hold on, we did. Okay, so we on episode 2. We going to Emily and Justin. We back on Emily and Justin. So they continue the conversation and about him not seeing his parole board. So they go and continue and say they ask, she said it's something I can do, is it something I can help? And he said he won't see his parole till next year, October. So Emily start just screaming silently inside and she cried. And he said the way that it works is the reason why, girl, I'm liking this season. I have to give it to him. But he say the reason why, this is what he did. He say the way that it works, their parole system is not ordeal. Because he is in Pennsylvania, she's in Nevada. And he said he got into a fight. That was one of them. And then he made a thing of wine and he got caught with it. So Emily is crying. She upset. And so she says, okay. And Justin asks her not to cry. And he loves her and she loves him. She said it wasn't what she was expecting. She didn't know everything of how it works. And she said it's kind of messed up. So Emily said it don't matter how much time that he got. She's still going to ride with him. They're going to figure it out. That's exactly what she said. And then Justin said he can't lose her. She said he ain't going to lose her because she ain't going nowhere. So she told him she'll talk to him later, and she started screaming, right? And she was like, fuck, oh my God. Like she's upset, right? So then we go to Atlanta, child. We meet Aisha and Michael. So Aisha, she got a great job. Aisha is she training the doctors on the new software in the medical business. She travels a lot. So she said, for the past 14 years, she's been traveling. She's been saying, she's been trying to get to know somebody. And she raps as a hobby. Okay. She does rapping. Okay. So she met Michael on the internet. And he thought she was a scammer because that's what people do on the internet. He believed people on the internet are scammers. Hey, he believed people on the internet is scammers, honey. And then she hit him in his inbox and he responded and he said, listen, he say, listen, I'm incarcerated. I'm not a bad guy. You can go look me up. I'm in here because of some charges and trafficking and stuff like that. She said that she liked him. She thought it was a great guy. They hit it off, and she said that wasn't her ordeal of dating anybody. That wasn't her ideal of dating, but she said he's wonderful and she fell in love. So Aisha is getting her makeup done with her friends, and one of her friends, I guess, supposed to be her manager. And one of them asked, why was she with a jailbird, the manager? And she said, she say jailbird. And others would say, okay, why he got to be a jailbird? People make mistakes. That's part of life. People make mistakes. And so Michael said he is in Alabama. He's serving a charge that he caught in 2008. He got out on parole in 2017. Now, between that time, he stayed out and he owned land and he does farming. He says so a man was trying to steal his cattle and stuff in 2020 and went and told the Alabama police that while he was on parole, that he put harassment on him and that violated him. So he said he's looking to get out in 6 months, right? So Aisha friend, the manager, he was like, listen, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Take your time. Aisha said she never met Michael and they've been dating for 6 months. She never seen him in person. They just been talking and dating for a while. But she said, she told her friend, she said she never visited him, but he's a farmer. He got his own land. And it's like a fantasy to her. Like she seen him on a horse. Ooh, she liked that. He just looked so strong. And, so then she go into the guy friend. He was like, all right, y'all, we got to go with showtime. So Aisha says that she does music. And she says she names, I think this is cute though. She called herself Yo Mama. And so Yo Mama is a rapper at night by Aisha, works for the medical in the day. And hey, I can't knock that. That's how Aisha make her money. She look like she living great. And she's established, right? So during that time, Michael say in his confessional, hold on, y'all, let me get my juice. Ooh, my allergies. He said he loved Aisha. He say Aisha came into his, she's a big part of his life now. And he can't wait to meet his future queen. He ready to see his wife. He ready to see his woman. So after her performance, she sat down and talked to her friends, have a couple of drinks, they having a conversation. And her friend asked when he gets out. She said she's not sure. They still got to do some. Had a conversation. And she said she had to research because she looked him up. And it said 999 years. And he's supposed to be 77 years old. I don't know. I feel like out of all of them, I say 2 or 3 are genuine. The rest of them, we finna get into the rest of them. We finna get into the rest of them because it's a mess. But he's in Alabama, but it's not Michael. But they got, the only thing is the same name, the same spelling of the name is just not a K. But so one is Michael, one is Michael. So she was like, listen, he's 45 in Alabama. And they believe that, Alabama got him mixed up with the wrong name. His name was spelled wrong and everything was wrong. So then we go to Monique. Oh, Lord Jesus. And we get to Monique and her sisters come meet her at her house, right? Y'all know how this goes. So she got a new house. Now, I remember, I didn't know Derek went through with the restraining order. I didn't know that. She mentioned it on the show. She said she's decided to stay in Cleveland instead of going back to Chicago. And she say, sister, last girl, wait till you see what she said. She really gonna get on your nerve, Lexi. Because I said, girl, just wait. Hold on, let me go to her picture. Just wait till you see what she said. You finna fall out. Because she posted something. Y'all gonna fall out. So she said she gonna have to stay in Cleveland. The last time she was in Cleveland, she was there on the show before with Derek. And Derek put a restraining order out on her because she can't say his name. Say his name. And that he said that she said that she was going to unalive Derek because she was tired of cheating on her. I'm sorry to laugh. Girl, that whole relationship was toxic. Y'all remember that Monique and Derek? That was a mess. The sister fighting the sisters. It was a mess. So Monique hasn't told her sisters about Titus because of the situation with Derek. So she told him that he live in Ohio and he incarcerated. That's all she said. So Monique told her sister she didn't have furniture because at first, child. Yeah, the sisters was a mess. So Monique said why she didn't have furniture, and she said she didn't have furniture because she wanted to see where it was gonna go. She wasn't sure like what her and Titus had going on, but they're at a good place now, and she think about getting some furniture and stuff. So Monique's sister said they came to see, what Titus' intentions were in their confessionals. They wanted to make sure this wasn't what it was the last time with Derek. And because of the last situation they seen Monique in, so they say they seen that coming with Monique and Derek. They saw it from the up from the hills on rolling on down to land. They seen it was a mess. They say it was so much drama. It was just too much drama. They knew what was going to happen. And they don't want that for her again. And I agree. So Monique said she was nervous because she wants Titus to get out. She wants Titus to get to know everybody, right? She's a little nervous. So, they went to eat. And Monique gave the rundown, and then they asked when they were going to see him. And Monique said she's terrified. Was she going to go see Titus? And so Monique was like, she kind of terrified, but she gonna go with Jamal's cousin. They gonna meet up. They gonna go see him and stuff like that. So then Titus calls, and the sisters, and he meet the sisters, and then they take the phone to have a conversation. Now this is where it go left because I thought Titus. I don't know. Titus is still hold on. I don't know if Titus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me say what it is and then we go because I still don't know. So they asked to take the phone. They say it was nice to meet him. They asked his intentions. They asked, was he sure? He said he guessed. And they said, what do you mean you guess? Like, what's your plan? So this is what he say. His plans to come home and take care of some things and his mom. So Titus say he got in his confessional, he got a baby mama who been riding with him the whole time. She's been riding with him the whole time. So he wants to keep her and Monique at ease. His baby mama don't know about Monique and don't have a clue of who Monique is. Oh, I got the tea about that. We finna get into that because after I give y'all the rundown, we're gonna get into this post. So her sister says he seems unsure and said he ready, and says they ready to pack her up and bring her to Chicago. And so the call dropped. So Monique is kind of scared of what they're gonna say. Then hold on, it get juicy. So we go from them and then we go to them. I gotta find a new picture because we gotta add Bonita. Okay? We gotta add Bonita. Because Bonita is the Mon baby mama. So then we go to Damon, Gigi, and Bonita. There's another love triangle. So I want to know if they gonna get Titus baby mama on the show too. So you got two love triangles. Hey, we got two love triangles so far on the show. So Gigi is getting ready to meet up with Damon mama. And as they're talking, Gigi get the phone call first with Damon on the phone. She says she nervous to meet her. Say Damon said he don't bring anyone around her mama so they know it's real. He was like, I know he's real. They exchanged, they love you. They had a little cute conversation. So then he hung up with her and called the mama. The mama something else. The mama like, listen, whatever my son want, that's what it is. The mama like, somebody got to work for somebody here. So he calls his mama and they have a conversation. Damon says him and his mama have a bond and he talks to her about everything. When I say everything, everything. She say her concern is for him to get out, to stay focused, stay out of trouble. And then she asks what his focus was on Gigi and how it's going to play out. He says he focusing on Gigi, and then she asked about Benita. He said, and she asked how that going to play out. Now, this is what he said about Benita. Child, honey, it is interesting. Oh, it's very interesting. I'm like, oh, no. So, when she asked how it was going to play out, he said that, Bonita keeps saying the same thing. She ready for him to come home, and he only. It's kind of like he ready for it, but then at the same time, he's telling the mama, "Oh, we only doing this because we got a child." Right. So at first, it kind of give you like, dang, does he really into it? Is there a reason why? Right. And then, she always asks him when he coming home and all this and that. And the mama say, well, she say, why she asking that? Because she wants y'all to be together, right? And that he needs to choose to figure out who he want, because you can't have them both. But in a sense, it was like he was hinting to the mama, he trying to keep them both. And we going to get into that. So then we meet Benita. She's been with Damon for 8 years. She's into nature and horoscope. She has her own juicing company, and she was out there juicing and selling her juices and stuff, and people were coming up buying it. And then she does bartending too. She's a jack of all trades. And then she make adult waffles in the shape of adult bodies. Yeah, child, she doing it all, honey. She say she doing it all. She doing it all. So she said they've been together since middle school, on and off, right? And she can't wait till he come home, and she wants to get pregnant. She has 2 daughters, the youngest 2 kids, and the youngest one she shares with him is 5. Benita said they've been on and off for 7 years, and what he do when they're not together is not a business. The reason why she said that, because her friend was like, don't he got 4 kids? She saying all them kids didn't happen when they were, the other 3 kids didn't happen. They were not together when it happened, because she also had a child that's the oldest that they were not together. They got back together and had a daughter. So they went on and off, on and off. So Benita like, listen, whatever he does when we not together, that's his business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But when we together, that's my business. I say, oh, okay, girl. Now this the kicker. Y'all ready? Benita and Damon been engaged for 45 years. She say no matter what, she know he still love her, and she still love him, and they still love each other. I say, oh, okay. They young, and it's like you watching a train wreck getting ready to happen. I got the tea on that too, because allegedly we seen Damon taking pictures by himself out and about in the streets of Baltimore. I don't think he with them, but we gonna have to wait till the show over, and we gonna talk more about that, because when I found his IG, he's not with nobody. So everybody was like, because he was saying he was single. So everybody kind of like, what happened? Oh, but I guess we gotta continue to watch the show, because the mom said, baby, I'm single. So then we go back to the mama on the phone with the mom, and she tells him, she say she know that he's a ladies man, and he love the ladies, but he need to settle down. Like seriously, he got to settle down. Like this is too much for mama. Mama like, listen, honey, you got to settle down. You know how your baby mama is. You know this is new. I like that this is new, but you need to choose somebody, baby. You got to settle down. It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a train wreck. So the mom tells him, that he needs to figure it out, and the mom says he enjoyed the best of both worlds. He is in love with both of them, and he is coming home to the both of them, to Benita and Gigi. That's what he said. And his mama is looking like, what? Like the look on her face. And he says that his date got pushed back, and she told him, she say, okay, well, she say, I got your back, whatever it is. He said, all right. She said, I love you. He said, I love you. She said, I love you too. So the mom, she said she's more concerned with how it's going to play out. She said, and it is not just for Damon. She's concerned when it comes to Benita and Gigi. And she said that Benita and the Damon relationship is a little toxic. Meaning she concerned how it's going to go for all of them because they're young. And I understand that, right? But then hold on, because mama might seem a little innocent, but mama like whatever he want, I'ma work with it as his mama. I got his back, okay? Do you still gotta watch out for that? So and his mama said, and then she said she liked Gigi because it's new and he needs something new in his life. And she said if she gotta help him and step in, she is. So Gigi met the mama. They met up, they exchanged, hey, how you doing? And then we go to Emily. Child. Oh, Emily. So Emily get herself together, get ready for the lineup. She said, regardless of what's going on between her and Justin, she gotta get herself together. Oh, let me post this picture. I forgot I gotta move their pictures. We back to Emily. And this her career, this her business, this what she does, working at a brothel, being an ex-worker, that's her business, right? That's how she make her money. She say, is it hard to accept with that Justin won't be getting home, but they gonna make it through. They gonna make it through. They gonna do what they got to do. So she asked her co-workers, child, did I move that? Yeah. So she talked to her co-workers. I think I went too far. Hold on. Now the co-workers relationship is crazy. I think something happened. No, we right where we at. My bad. And before the lineup, she got to get herself together. She talked to the girls. Now, one of her co-workers' relationship, I don't know why these folks tell their business on this show. Let me sip my juice. So she asked was anybody in a relationship or married. Child. Lord forgive me, Jesus. This ratchet is hell. So she talked to one of the girls and she asked all the girls, right? So all of them say no except for one. Her and Emily are the only ones in relationships. That girl say she is married and her husband is in California with his sugar mama. And she work at a brothel. Lord. So, they had the conversation about people, her boyfriend being locked up in the situation. And one of the new girls is concerned for Emily. She tells them about justice, say it's hard to accept, they'll make it through. And her coworker say she hoped that they could talk it out because a lot of men don't like they women. Girl, I'm flabbergasted with that. I fell out my chair. A lot of men don't like women that does this because of the fact is that basically that they don't want to share, they women with other men, and they don't accept that. She say she glad that he accept that for her, but she wants her to basically she want Emily. She feels like Justin is a good guy from what Emily is saying. And she want Emily, even though this is her career, to choose what's best because she really loved, like they could tell she loved Justin, right? So then, so Justin calls after they get ready and the guys was rolling in and she accepts the call and they talk for a bit. He said he feeling kind of effed up and she says that she don't like that he's sitting in jail for another year longer. And then he tells her, he wants to get married. And Emily says she don't want to get married in jail. She want to wait. And she has to end the call because of the lineup. So the girls come get her and tell her she got like 3 minutes for this lineup. She said she loved him and get kind of upset. And she called her back in 20 minutes. So Emily had to go on call. And she said that's because of her job, right? So then they go ahead and we go back to Aisha and her friends. So they've been doing a lot of swapping this season, which is, we got another couple coming into a mix. So it's going to be a lot of swaps. Okay. So, so She says that Aisha says she believed that Alabama told her. This is what Alabama told her. They say they don't know, they don't have his paperwork, and they have some issues. Now, I'm not sure if Alabama correctional do have issues, because what I'm finding out when it comes to those things, some of these states are not, uh, are basically not. They usually do paperwork when you have to get it, but they really don't have everything uploaded into a portal yet. A lot of these states are starting to get open portals and things so you can look up people. It's starting to become a thing, right? Some states are a little behind. So, child, she said that they got issues. She called up there. They talking about something. They don't have his date. They don't know. They don't know who it is. Everything is all over the place right now. Everything is just messed up right now. So she told them, she said she going to go to Alabama to see him for the first time and meet his auntie, right? She said she want to get a lawyer to help his case, and she want to fight for her man. Her male friend, say it sound kind of fishy. And she said she don't think Alabama. You say you think Alabama just don't know. She say I don't think Alabama know. They just don't. I think they would just switching stuff over, because some states and stuff are doing that. She say she don't. So then she got home. She got dressed and got ready for her daughter to call. Aisha has a 33-year-old daughter who is a correctional officer. And she says she's not going to tell her daughter that he is locked up. So when she asked about her performance, she thought that people were going to FaceTime him for it. Girl, the daughter is the daughter just don't care. It be your own people. She said, yeah, I had my performance. She said, oh, wow, I'm glad I missed it. It started laughing. The daughter like, mama, you can live your life, but no, we not. No, baby. But go ahead. That's what you want to do. You want to get on stage and stuff. I applaud you, girl. But so so Aisha, sat here and was talking to her daughter and asked about her job. Now, she never told him that he's in jail. She said she don't want her daughter to know, because she don't want her daughter correctional officer friends to sit here and try to get some dig up information on him and stuff like that, because she feel like her daughter might not like him. Her daughter gonna have a problem with it, right? So as she get off the phone, her homeboy came and say, so when you gonna tell your daughter about your man being in prison? She gonna have to find out anyway. I'm not telling him, she's a correctional officer and all of this and that. He say, but you have to tell her. He was like, he was saying that, asking her, was she sure about Michael? And she was like, yeah. She was like, you sure? He was like, she said he ain't riding with her on this. He said something just sounds fishy, and she think he lying about his paperwork to Aisha. We gotta wait to see how it play out, y'all. And he don't trust. He say, I ride on. She say, you ride with me on everything. You can't ride with me on this. He say, no, I can't ride with you on this. But he gonna be supportive, right? He said, I can't ride with you on this. I mean, he the only one not riding with her. Everybody else is a little concerned, but they like, but they gonna ride with her. He ain't riding with her. So then we get into then we get back into Gigi and Demond mama. Child. This a mess. The mama is right. Child, this a mess. The mama riding for her son any mean necessary. And I'm gonna tell y'all how. So when we go back to Gigi and Demond mom, they sit down and have a conversation. The mama say her shoestring, she wore her heels with y'all know the heels that you wrap around the string, you wrap around your leg and tie. So it was falling and stuff. So Gigi sat beside her and she say, I'm gonna help you with that. She was like, let me help you. So she started helping his mama. The mama said, oh, I like you. She say, this the type that my son need in his life. I say, now you know, damn. All right. All right. Hey, she said that Gigi is the type that the mom need in his life. She like her a little already. I don't know that dynamic between Benita and Demond, but it seems like it's not. I don't think the family, after they've been together for so long, I feel like the same thing gonna happen with Gigi, and then he try to have this poly relationship. You got to make sure everybody on board before you decide to just not tell nobody nothing. Like, it don't make sense. So the mom says she glad she met her. They exchanged each other, saying they both look beautiful. They're oh my God, you're so gorgeous, and da da da. And Gigi hopes she shows her that she sees she's a good woman for her son, for the mom. So Gigi says, hold on, I'm moving up fast. Gigi says that they asked her what the mama asked what the plans were, and she says that she feel like the mom is very smart, he's very intelligent. She want to help him get his business going and stuff like that, to own his own business. And the mom says one thing to get out, she like that for her. She know what she wants, like she sees that Gigi know what she wants or whatever. So then after that conversation, she asked her about the baby mama, right? And she said, no, she didn't ask yet. Hold on. I'm right on track because I'm moving all over the place. So the mom says one thing, they got to get all his stuff and belongings. So Gigi asked where they going to pick it up from. She said, I thought it could be at a storage. This how the mama a little messy. La mama a little messy. Or Benita house. And so the mom asked Gigi, this her way of asking about what she know about the baby mamas. So she asks and she says, Gigi, what she know about his other baby mamas. And she says she know that they got kids and they not, that they not together. He got kids. He not together with none of them. He not together with none of them. That's exactly what he told her. He ain't together with none of them. Oh, but hold on, because we finna get to the part of the cake that you gotta cut on the inside. Oh, we finna get there. So Gigi say she don't know much about them. She say when they on the phone, they don't discuss about the baby mamas too much. She ready to see him in daddy mode because he misses kids. They talk about the kids. They talk about their future, but they barely talk about the baby mamas. So what she knows is they not together. So then we go to Benita at the stand. And guess who calling Benita? That's a lot of phone calls. If you're asking me, that's a lot. How many hours a day he sleep between the baby mama Benita and Gigi? How many hours do he sleep? Because that's a lot to keep up. That's a lot. So they talking to each other. They call each other babe. He telling her he can't wait to see her. He miss her so mother effing much. He can't wait to come home to her. She say, yeah, babe, I'm at the stand. I can't talk that long, but I gotta go. All right, babe, I can't wait to come home to you. I miss you so much. All right, baby, I miss you too. I'm excited for you to come home. I miss you so much. All right, I love you. I love you too. Click. Click. So the mama said he's excited to come home and start a new chapter. And hopefully Benita can be an adult. And Gigi said, I'm cool with that. She don't know her as long as it's mutual. Gigi also say she don't want no surprises when he come home. She don't want no drama at all. So the mom says when Bonita finds out about Gigi, she crossing her fingers and she hope it worked it out. Meaning, it sounds like she want to give her son to somebody so he don't have to come home. So then we go to Emily and Justin. We go back to Emily and Justin. Now we ain't heard from them yet. We probably get them next week. And then we're going to get this new couple next week. Oh, y'all just wait. Oh, Lord, that's a mess. And we go to this couple. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 couples this season. Okay. Emily says it's, it hits hard. She's on call for 24/7, and she cuts off all her feelings, and she don't look at what she does. Her feelings don't come out. This is transactional. This is her coin. When I tell y'all, Emily making a bank, but Emily, because she got to give out 50%. But Emily's smart. I'm going to tell y'all how she said she's selling a cat, but she's smart. I got to give it to her. If Emily ever leave this, Emily could go work for somebody and negotiate if she want to. And I really personally think that between Emily and Gigi and Monique, they negotiated their contract with this show. And I think we're going to see more of them. But let's continue. Emily says this. Okay, so we said that. And so Emily, clients pick her through the lineup. He picks her. Child, they got into the client business, y'all. Her client says he's been through a divorce and he just got divorced and he want to spice it up. I say what? He looked like he didn't want to tell his business. But he was like, yeah. So I say, oh, okay then. Well, it ain't no telling how long they've been divorced. So, I mean, there ain't no telling, we don't know that situation, right? So she asked him what's his fantasy, like, what he want to do. He was like, I hope you don't mind. I want to do a little role play. And she agrees. And she go, hell yeah, And she was like, she take him to this room. Baby, it's things, it's like an X on it and hanging. You got masks, whips. I was like, she's like, so you're kind of like, let's go to this room. So since you're kind of like more into like BDSM, like, I was like, what is all of it? Wait. And he likes it. She say, so listen, it's 2,500. That's her rate, right? So it'll all be 2,500. He says, okay. So she lays out everything. He gets comfortable. She says that she got to give 50% of her stuff because she got to stay there. They feed her water, all that stuff, right? She got to pay for board to live there for whatever long. So that's their money for however long, right? So child, he gets comfortable and she say, listen, I do this because I like to be independent. My baby got to eat and things got to be well. And I like for things that I like. So yeah, right. So Justin calls and she tells him she got picked and she's in her room. Baby, he got upset. He started huffing. Justin about to have a nervous breakdown. Justin like, what the hell? You didn't touch my woman. I ain't even getting to get that cake yet, man. You getting it today? Like, that's how he feel. You getting the cake. I ain't even get to touch on the cake. And what he says is concerning, but at the same time, it's like he trying to push it back because he loves her, want to be with her. And I'm a little concerned with it. And they exchange love you and stuff and they'll talk later. So she get dressed and she's like, ah, and then she goes to the room and she was like, oh, no, that's before they ended, child. She said, oh, you got comfy. We're going to get into it. But, so, she said she got to attend to her client in her confession. She say, do I hate that I can't talk to him? Yeah, but I got to tend to my client because this is a service that my client paid for. I got to go give him those services. And Justice say he mad at himself. He feel disgusted. He say because he feel like adult activities is very intimate between one another. And he said he feel disgusted. He say, but then again, like I pushed it back because guess what? I know what it was when I got with her. So I can't sit here and be upset and more disgusted because when I got with her, I knew what it was. Exactly what he said. He said he mad at himself because now he got to wait a whole year. And he really don't want her to do this. Emily don't want to do this either. That's why Emily want him to be on board with what he say. And then Emily closed the door and like, oh, you got pretty comfy, didn't ya? Child, I think she said every hour is $1,000. So he paid for 2 hours in a couple of minutes. So they got 2,500. Hold on. So every client, because they picking her, and she got clothes on. The others come out half naked. She had on clothes. So that's 1250. That's 1250 each client. She got 4 clients. We'll say 5. That's $6,250. Well, I'm just saying, if y'all ever get into hard times, hey, listen. So then we go to Monique. Oh Lord Jesus. So we go back to Monique and her sisters, and they talking to Titus. So they told Monique, they walk back and say, "Oh no, we got to talk. We got to have a conversation." Girl, listen. I mean, like I say, if you gonna give it out, you might as well get paid to give it out. Times is hard. I be looking like, hey, you can't give it out for free. Like for real. Listen, to trust if they, because listen, most of these niggas gonna go spend it on somebody that you might as well go ahead and hop into the cake. Go ahead. If you gonna give it out, don't give it out for free. You better start making a price when your stuff paid. So they talk about Titus say he was unsure about a lot of stuff. And Monique feel like what they doing is what they did with her and Derek. And she didn't want it to be that way. She felt like they were being mean girls, right? So her sister say he unsure about living with her because he has a son and a family to take care of. That's a red flag to me too. Because what you mean? Oh, wait, hold on. Don't leave just yet. Because when y'all find out, Monique finna put herself back in the situation she shouldn't even put herself in. And then it's like me and my sister talked about this last night. I'm gonna tell y'all my thoughts because me and her had a conversation where we was like, what is she doing? We really did say that. So and they don't they don't understand that. I don't either. So they asked how long was he and the mother of his child together. She said that they were together that he said it was for 10 years. They asked her, when did they break up? Monique didn't answer. How, Monique, you can't answer when they broke up? Are they still together and you going to go ahead and accept a poly relationship? Monique, is you the one that's going to accept the poly relationship, Monique? Monique, come here. We gotta talk after I read this. We gotta talk, baby. No, ma'am. And Monique said, yeah, they had a conversation. They asked, did they talk about this? Like, did they have a conversation? She said, yeah. She said that they both said that if they live together, cool. If they don't live together, that's cool. But they still going to be together. So her sisters are concerned and tell her to take her time and rethink some things. And Monique says that she is not entertaining the conversation. Say this is exactly what she didn't want to tell them anything because she grown. And she said she don't worry about what they doing and who they with. And they said that he wasn't mad about anything, and Monique felt like they were prying. She said she's a 36-year-old woman. She did, and then she was like, y'all could have asked him about his favorite color, what he liked to do. They say we don't give a damn about no favorite colors after the situation you was in. We want to know like what he got going on because we don't want to repeat of that situation, which I have to agree. Monique is in Cleveland. She don't know nobody but him and his cousin. So I agree. You're in Cleveland. You probably got some friends, but most of your friends and most of your people are in Chicago. You don't know them people like that. So her sister said they didn't care about no colors. They wanted to know everything because that last one was rocky. So they get up and leave and walk inside the restaurant. Monique leaves her phone. The sister grab her phone. As they go inside, Monique walks in and fall back. Like you see her fall back. And her sister kept calling her name and asking, is she okay? And then they say someone called 911 and they left us right there. Me and my sister had a conversation about Monique last night. We was like, why do she keep doing this? Because of the simple fact, I don't think Monique have. I mean, she did say she feel more confident that she lost some weight and stuff. And I want Monique to understand she is beautiful. Monique don't have to subject herself to such things that she don't need to, and she deserves something a little more better. If he's still with his baby mama, that's a red flag, because at first he was, now we see why he said in the first episode, oh well, I want to make sure she all in and sure. So it seemed like him and this sucker right here want poly relationships, and they don't want to discuss that with them. And I'm feeling like that's kind of weird, because this is a conversation you need to be having. This one want to act like he all in. He don't know what he want to do and what the baby. He trying to see what the baby mama on, so he could go roll to Monique. That's what it's giving, and Monique don't need that. Now, what's concerning to me is this shit right here. I've got close relationships with my baby mom. Meaning he's still fucking sucking on her. He probably playing on fucking and sucking on her. And Monique says, this is still my man. Please be respectful. He was so nervous. Monique, don't piss me off. See, we all was excited to see you this year. We wanted to see what this relationship was giving. And now we're a little concerned that this is a repeat offender in your life. Because I'm not understanding. I'm concerned to this. I'm not getting what it is. So let me go to her page, Miss, cause she on Instagram. This is some crazy ass shit she aligning herself with. And that's the set. Yep. This what it's like, girl. Like, we're seeing a repeat of this. This seemed like a repeat of what you went through. Oh, she said something. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put this down. Let me share the screen, because I'm on her sister page, on her page, and she was saying something about her and her sister being tight. Hold on. I don't want to see that. It show her sisters, and then it says, stay tight with your siblings. Y'all are all you have in the end. And then it shows on the show. Hold on. Okay. So it shows on the show. I don't think they know. She said, I know my sister tired of my shit. So let me see. I don't think she posted anything else. Getting a man has never been a problem. Men easy as F. Actually, so what are you talking about? Ain't nobody saying you can't get a man. What we're saying is, don't accept nothing that you know gonna put you in the situation. Say, y'all think they gonna be good when he get out? It look like they don't grow. It look like to me they've been watching the show together, and he liked when she have on her makeup. He ain't an ugly man. She's a beautiful woman. But at the same time, people are concerned. We know Monique don't got a problem with getting no damn man. We just want Monique, as we said before, to make sure that this man treat her how he's supposed to treat her. Because we saw this before. We saw this. We saw this. We saw this. So it's like, I mean, like, child, this new season, honey, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Let me see if I can find his. Let me see if I can find old boy. Let me go to Facebook. Cause he say he's single. Mumu, Damon say he's single. I say what? Mm-hmm. Let me see. Cause I was on his page. I gotta find him. He said he's single. He sure did. He said he was single. Jamal. What? Hold on. What? Not hold on, y'all. We got some tea. The cousin Jamal is wanted, y'all. Hold on. They trying to hold on. They say he is wanted, y'all. Order offender is a violator at large. This individual is wanted by the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections Adult Parole Authority for violating conditions of his or her supervision. This individual should not be considered dangerous, should be considered dangerous and possibly armed. Do not attempt to apprehend this individual. Call your local enforcement agency. What did he do? Damn, Jamal. Wait, they don't found his charges. Ooh, oh. Trafficking offense, drug possession, trafficking. Wow. Child, that is too much. Girl, yeah, new episode come out every Friday. And we're gonna be watching that. Hold on, cause I was looking for Moo stuff. Love as a lockup don't be disappointing. Hold on. Cause they showed Moo Instagram. Yeah, they be on here showing old stuff. You know what? I'm done with them. Need a mama alone. I need to find it. If I'm gonna have to find his what you call it. And first of all, they trying to compare these two to these. First of all, Cam and Aries is not trauma bond like Michael and Sarah was. Like Cam and Aries has been together for a while and they're doing great. I don't see how they comparing that because that's not even they think. Oh look, she finally went to go see her man, y'all. Look, I think they'll be okay. Wait, what? They investigate, call the police, and they both were being taught. I know that's what he told me every day. He wanted what? Hold on. Wait the further motherfucking man. There's too much shit going on for me. So, okay. Y'all, serious moment. I went down the rabbit hole of Emily just injustice around what happened to him. And my genuine question is it fair to blame her? I mean, considering what the family friends said of all this relationship have issues, understand how she's getting blamed. If y'all got tea, let me know. So let me see what the deal is with Emily and Justin. Because somebody say I don't blame Emily. Oh my God, he died. No. So Justin passed, y'all. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, he passed. He was found unresponsive. Um, they said that according to the state prison, he died last year. He was unresponsive in his cell July 12th, 2025. Prison immediately responded and provided life-saving measures. Um, Emergency personnel arrived and Johnson was unresponsive to deceased. So he passed last year of 20 July 2025. So they probably will be showing that he passed. And they say they don't blame Emily. It was just, I don't. They think he had mental issues. I think so too. I think he did in a way. This is so sad, y'all. His postponement was released because he repeatedly got in trouble in jail, but don't know how much was due to his mental health issues. Either way, blaming her is ridiculous. It is totally unfair and uncalled for. The obituary not mentioning Emily was mean and spiteful. I bet Emily was closer to his heart than all of his family members. She was certainly close to his closer to his heart than the friend who wrote his obituary. Oh, that is sad. This is so sad, y'all. I didn't even know that because nobody said nothing about it. But I'm trying to get to the comment of Elizabeth Rachel, who knows Justin, and they believe that Emily played a huge part. But how my thing is this: how would Emily know if Emily had no idea of this? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you sitting in prison, and he got mental health issues. Ain't no telling. So this is Justin X. And she was on the show and comment on his Facebook calling him out while he was still alive. Don't let him fool you guys. This is Elizabeth Rachel who was in the comments. We finna get to that. She said he put me on TV and made me out to be an effing clown. I can expose him. The messages he's sending me telling me what to say on a TV show, and then yeah, she said all of that. Hold on, we finna get to her. Oh, we finna get to Miss. Here she go. I know what he told me every day. We talked about how this show and what she was doing to him. I know what he told me and everyone else, including his selling, who I talked to. So yes, he said it was her in the show who was making him say things he didn't want to say. Okay, somebody say, okay, thank you for coming to clear the air. The show made him say things he didn't want to say, like what way. She said, I don't know exactly. He told me and Brittany that they were staging his phone calls, like recording them without him, knowing Emily would be like, it's just me and you talking, and they were recording them. So know no idea. I just know he was very upset about it. That honestly something I wouldn't I would expect when being filmed. You know, they like to twist things to make it sound better. She said they investigate, call the police, and they both were being very toxic and saying it to each other, toxic stuff. And he wrote her a suicide letter 2 weeks before doing it, and she laughed about it on Snapchat. I'll I still have the video of her laughing about it. So is it true he unalived himself? Can you send a video from here? I thought it was a lie. What do you want a video of? The video of laughing. And she doesn't say anything else. We finna go to her page. But you outed him out on the thing. So how you go out him out and talk junk about him and then blame it on Emily? Like, come on, girl. Going to come out with the real truth when this get released. Follow me for truth updates. So they had a conversation. I think these were the latest to watch. It looks like they're waiting on the same guy to come home. Let the man rest in peace, damn. The real truth. Yep. You definitely did not work at the prison. You don't have a high enough IQ even work at the prison. Child, they dragging her. Somebody said follow for follow back is going to be juicy drama for a TV show coming out. Love at the lockup. Child, they're exposing her. So no, that's probably true. My friend work at the Bunny Ranch and she gets like 5,000 an hour, no lie. That's probably one only thing that is staged on the show. She probably just not dirty that she didn't wash up after the fight because she don't give a F. I don't know exactly when he told me and Brittany they were okay. This a mess. And she ain't got nothing else on here. Let me go to her profile. You deserve better. Let's go to this. I'm so glad she proud of being on the show. And driving a man crazy that he's no longer here. Isn't there any way to promote yourself other than this? I don't know who would want to meet her in reality. She's an awful person. Question. When we talked about the first season, she said the ex, we got to go down the rabbit hole with this, y'all. Emily said the ex. This is the ex. No, that wasn't Emily. Sorry, wrong person. Was it Emily? That was Emily. So, yeah, that was Emily. Emily said that the ex-girlfriend, Emily, I quote, she thought Justin was cute. She said that she told her to get in her inbox that he wants to meet her. So if you gonna talk junk, because you really did talk about producer, say no. The girl came out her mouth and specifically said that Emily, this girl that was on the show, the ex-girlfriend set them up. So let me get this right. The Taylor girl and she got the nerve to disrespect my girl and me and taking up for the girl. Yeah, for the same dude that Emily told me that once creeped and talked about how hot I am. And one of them, I realized how bad look it is. Child, this is a mess. And Elizabeth told me once they creeped and talked about how hot I am, and neither one of them realized how bad of this looked. And when Elizabeth Rachel is clearly obsessed with me, that's her, the ex-girlfriend that hooked Emily up, and they're both embarrassing out of because now not only does everyone know she was going to leave him for me, and that has been planned for years as soon as I came home, but they're teaming up to try to ruin my relationship, which isn't going to work. So that Elizabeth just what feels better because I didn't want to be with her. This is amazing, truly a little concerning, but it also makes it so easy just to be a bigger person and not say disgusting things to tear someone apart. All I have to do is let you be yourselves. I'm the one in prison. You got me there. Ooh. But let's do the rundown. And since the two you think my girl isn't the baddest, we'll just keep it in the group. Emily is younger than the both of you. She's been a business owner since her early 20s, and she's constantly looking for new ways to branch out in business. As in selling personalized merch on her website, she's a vision of a little. I don't know what she thought it was going to do. They say that was Emily writing that. No, I don't. That probably was him. And I don't know what old girl thought she was doing, but it don't look good on her end. We don't go down the rabbit hole of this when it come back to it. Child, this a mess. This a mess. Whew, honey, this a mess. When we get time, we're gonna go back to that. I was looking for. Let me go find Moo. I'm sitting here looking at this mess. Cause I'm gonna stay on just a little bit longer. Cause baby, let me see if I can find his IG. But he said he was single. And I want to know, like, who is this? He was dating her too? Lord have mercy. I need to find her thing. Child. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on, y'all. I'm going down the rabbit hole now. Because God is talking about being recognized in public. Hold on. Let me share. Child, this season is.
And the girl is like so busy staring at me that she couldn't even get my stuff. So I'm just like, I'm
gonna go to TikTok, see if we can find them.
She's like,
cause he's out. He got released.
it's a red. What cocktail? It's a red. What cocktail?
I feel like they are the only one that really are going. We gonna get more into it, y'all. I'm gonna find their stuff, and I'm gonna find their thing because we finna get into it. I want to find more information about them. We gonna get more into them on the next. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole. We don't go today. We're gonna go tomorrow because I feel like they done said some things on their stuff, and I want to find them. I thought Emily and Justin were gonna make it, but after hearing that he passed, is very sad. That's like the fourth person from the show. Monique's still gonna stay. We ain't heard much about this because he ready to walk the hell away. He looked like, I don't know. He just ain't smiling. I don't know. We got to see how this stuff play out. I want to thank y'all for get to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna try to come back tonight around 7 with Lit Live Saturday, and we're gonna have a conversation on some things tonight. My head been a little hurt and ain't sleep that long. But yeah, we'll be back. But we're gonna do a Love After Lockup after show. And what I'm gonna start doing on Sundays is we're gonna talk about some of the things after show. We're gonna call I'm gonna call it social media after show. We go through their social media stuff. We go down a rabbit hole with this cast members, and we're gonna talk about it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Hopefully I'll be back. If I don't, we'll do Lit Live Saturday next week, okay? Or late on the night. We'll figure it out. It'll probably be an hour. Probably 45 minutes. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you.